Well, why fintech? Why Bahrain? What fantastic questions. I think why fintech? The world is changing really so fast these days. We thought 25 years ago, with the invention of the internet, that the world of financial services was going to change, and it did change, but actually it's taken a long time. Now, with the advent of AI, with the large language models, with the creation of digital assets, we are accelerating that change. And I think the ability of fintech, or the potential of fintech, to make financial services work better for consumers, to work better for small businesses, to work better for large corporates, and to help us all improve our quality of life. It's unbelievable. I think this is really transformational. So, fintech has immense benefits. Why Bahrain? Bahrain, look at the geography. Bahrain is right in the center of the GCC. It always has been here, right in the center of the Gulf. If you can go back 5,000 years for Bahraini civilization and culture, we have always been at the center of the region. And I think there's a really forward-thinking set of policymakers here now in Bahrain who understand the benefits of fintech, not only for the Kingdom of Bahrain and its citizens, but for the region. And I think Bahrain is regaining its crown as a forward-thinking center for financial services. So fintech is going to change the world and keep changing the world, make all of our lives better. Bahrain is right at the center of that. So, I think there are enormous opportunities for all banks and fintech businesses to work with AI businesses and tech businesses. I think, maybe when digital banking first started, and we are talking amazingly 25 years ago now from when digital banking first started, we perhaps saw some of those tech companies as competitors. Much more now they are collaborators. And so we collaborate as banks, as financial services businesses with those technology providers. The ability of those technology providers to provide very sophisticated AI models. How do we use that in banks? We use it in all sorts of ways. Credit underwriting, figuring out whether a small business is going to be the right sort of small business for a bank to lend to, figuring out the potential of that small business. We can do it with pen and paper, with Excel spreadsheets, and we always have done. But the ability of AI to accelerate those decisions, therefore to enable us to move more quickly and support small businesses, I think is incredible. Making sure that we're not subject to fraud, making sure that we are using AI to really assess whether this customer we are engaging with through digital channels is a real customer. There are tons of applications, and I think this is going to continue to enhance the way that banking works here in Bahrain, across the region and globally. So I've had the honor of working with Mumtalakat, the Bahrain Sovereign Wealth Fund, for the last 3.5 years, and sitting on the board of the National Bank of Bahrain. And I have to say, I've fallen in love with Bahrain and the Bahraini people. I think there's a level of sophistication, a level of skills, a level of cultural sophistication within Bahrain, which is unparalleled. So much so I've moved here. So my wife and I have moved to Bahrain. We think it's a fantastic hub. And I think the forward-thinking nature of the regulators, of the policymakers positioning Bahrain as a financial services hub across the Gulf is really inspiring. And so this FinTech Forward conference today, which is at least twice the size of what it was a year ago, is testament to the fact that we're really seeing talent and fintechs and capability being attracted to Bahrain, and Bahrain establishing itself as a hub.